Hello, my name is Dan McGookey and welcome to this week's version of Foreclosure Stories. This week's story is what I've entitled Ahead of the Curve, and it is the story of our clients, the Reeds, who came into our office about 6 months ago, being about 5 months behind on their mortgage at that time. However, they were not in foreclosure, and so their case presented what we call a proactive case or a pre-foreclosure case. And it does highlight, their story highlights the importance of addressing and attacking a mortgage situation as quickly as possible, nipping it in the bud, and trying to get the relief that you need, even to not waiting for foreclosure to be filed if you're at that stage. In the Reeds case, they had a situation where they suffered a loss of income back in 2011. Their monthly mortgage payment through a loan modification in 2011 was reduced to a little over $500 a month, almost $200 a month, of which was just taxes and insurance. Their mortgage was around $65,000. So even though their payment was by no means horrific, it's still, without jobs, it still presented a real problem for them to make ends meet. What we needed to do, given the fact that Mrs. Reed had a very good job prospect, in fact, she was finishing up nursing school and was going to be landing a job after the first of this year. So what we needed to do, our goal was very clear-cut, very well defined. We had to bridge the gap between the present and the future of when, just a few months down the road, when Mrs. Reed would be obtaining employment, and then could easily, at that point, they could make their mortgage payment. So after a few months of going around with the bank, they did come to the table with the perfect solution. It's what's called a forbearance plan. What that meant, in the Reed's case, what that meant was that the bank said just pay their real estate taxes and insurance. It was, I believe, around $170 a month for the next 6 months through the end of March of 2014. This was the ideal solution to allow them to keep their home, avoid foreclosure and the commensurate cost of foreclosure, and the possibility, of course, of losing their home. Now they're safely in their home with a solution that perfectly meets their needs. When Mrs. Reed gets a job, she'll be having several months of income. They'll go right back into their very affordable payment at that time of a little over $500 a month, including taxes and insurance. So ahead of the curve, the point is to address your situation. When you have an issue with your mortgage, address it immediately, and don't rely on your bank necessarily to reach out with you. You may need to get a little forceful with your bank and push back a little bit, which we did on behalf of the Reeds, and as a result, the bank came to the table quickly and we avoided a foreclosure altogether. So good luck, and we hope to see you the next time at Foreclosure Stories. Thank you.